Grace and peace to you, beloved. Pastor Amy Wilson Feltz here from the parsonage of St. Paul's United Methodist Church in El Paso, Texas. I am here with my favorite readers, Natalie and Auggie, and they want to say hi.
Hi.
Our church Advent calendar today invites us to read a favorite Christmas story. And as we were preparing to do so this morning, Auggie and Natalie reminded me how much fun we had sharing story time with you over the spring and the summer. So we decided to read with you again today. So they have chosen a couple of Christmas books that we want to share. The first is called Olivia's First Christmas, which is a book that their dad, Jason, my husband Jason, ordered last year for the baby. And then Natalie has chosen a favorite one called The Christmas Baby. So we'll read those two with you today. So the first one is Auggie's choice, Olivia's First Christmas.
Olivia's First Christmas.
That's right. And there is an inscription here that says, "This special book was made just for you. You are the main character, Olivia, so enjoy the magic as you read.
This book
Love
was for
your
Olivia.
family." Yes, this book was for Olivia. You ready, Auggie?
So we're ready to read.
It was Olivia's first Christmas. Mommy and Daddy were very excited because Christmas was a very special time of year, and they couldn't wait to share this joyous season with their little girl. So here's the picture. A nice, cozy Christmas house.
But where's our baby?
Where is the baby right now? She's going to get a flu shot. Yes, she's with Dad. Mom and Dad had already done a lot of preparation. They had sat for a family photo to use for their Christmas cards. Olivia had been dressed up like a small reindeer. She even had a little red nose like Rudolph. That's right. She was dressed like Rudolph. Olivia was there when they had picked out her first Christmas tree. She had watched Mom and Dad place strings of lights and bright colored ornaments all over the beautiful tree. Yes. They even hung Christmas stockings by the fireplace, one for Dad, one for Mom, and one for Olivia. We have stockings for all of us, right? One for Natalie and one for Auggie as well.
And I talked about stockings make me tired.
That makes you tired. Yes, Daddy has a stocking.
And even Mommy.
And
a whole family.
Yes, and on Christmas Eve, the family sat around the piano and sang Christmas carols. Mom put out milk and cookies for Santa and a few carrots for the reindeer. And they sat down with Olivia and Natalie and Auggie and told them a story about Santa Claus. Are we going to make cookies for Santa?
Yes, I made a card for him. I put it with the little Christmas tree over there. So then when we put out the cookies, I can put it with the cookies.
That's right.
You can put. I know where to put the cookies on the couch with it.
Okay, we can put the cookies on the couch. We'll make sure Santa sees them. Santa Claus is known all over the world, Mom said to the kids. Some call him St. Nicholas, St. Nick, Father Christmas, or simply Santa. He makes a list of all the children and knows who is naughty or nice. The nice children get presents, while naughty children in some countries get lumps of coal. I've never known anyone to get a lump of coal. I think Santa is pretty gracious.
Yeah, even if you're on the naughty list.
We don't worry too much about that here, do we?
But if we have walking cold, that would be sad.
That would be sad. That's right.
So it should be nice.
Well, we should be nice anyway, huh?
Yeah.
Santa and his elves work hard all year to make toys and presents at his workshop at the North Pole, Mom said. Then once a year on Christmas Eve, Santa Claus and his flying reindeer deliver presents
Who's that?
to the boys and the girls. Let's show the picture and then we'll look at them. Do you see the reindeer?
And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is in there. It's the
It's
front
in
one.
the front, yes.
Yeah, well, who's this one?
Do you know the names? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Oh, which one is this name?
I honestly don't know. What do you think? Who gets Dasher? Maybe so.
Because Dasher doesn't have a red nose.
That's right.
Red
Auggie, let's
nose.
finish your book. You want to sit with me so we finish? Mom looked down after finishing the story, and the kids had fallen fast asleep. Daddy lifted the baby out of Mommy's arms and carried her into her room and gently laid her on her bed. "It's almost Christmas, Olivia and Natalie and Auggie," whispered Mommy, after kissing them softly on their foreheads. So it's getting ready for bed on Christmas Eve. The next morning, Mom and Dad were so excited because it was Christmas Day. They were still in their pajamas and they headed downstairs. They sat the baby in Mommy's lap and gave the kids their gifts. Of course, Olivia didn't know quite what to do with the packages, so Mom helped unwrap as Dad took pictures. Our baby likes wrapping paper, doesn't she?
Yeah, she plays with them even.
She plays with them.
Right.
After presents and breakfast, they got dressed to go over to relatives' house for Christmas lunch. Olivia was happily handed back and forth between everyone. They all sang songs and had wonderful things to eat and took lots of pictures and, of course, opened more presents. We look forward to being with our family next year for Christmas. It'll just be the 5 of us this year, and we're looking forward to that, too.
I'm looking forward to Christmas and the family.
3 of us here. 3 of us here right now. It was late when they got home that night, and Mom and Dad and Olivia were very tired. It had been a wonderful day. As they tucked Olivia into her bed, they each gave her a little kiss. "Good night," whispered Daddy. "We hope you had a great first Christmas, and we hope Natalie and Auggie had a great Christmas too." Good choice, Auggie. So this is one of our favorite tellings of the Christmas story. It's called The Christmas Baby, and it was given to Auggie and to Natalie by their preschool teachers a couple of years ago. Long, long ago in a faraway country in a tiny town, a man knocked on the door. "Have you heard?" he called. "A baby! A baby is coming." "No room here," the innkeeper said, and he shut the door. Who's the man? Who's the man knocking on the door saying a baby is coming?
God.
It's Joseph. It's Joseph. The man knocked again and again and again. "Have you heard?" he cried. A baby is coming soon." "No room here, no room here," the innkeepers each replied, and they shut their doors one after the other. They're looking for a place to stay because the baby is coming. The man stood as still as stone, a hand on the neck of the donkey that carried his wife into this land of strangers. "Have you heard?" he whispered to the donkey. "A baby is coming this very night." Yeah. Who's the mommy? Is this Joseph and this is? Mary, that's right.
Mary's having a baby, right?
Mary's having a baby.
And Joseph will help her.
And Joseph is going to help her. The donkey twitched her ears and nodded her head and led her master to a stable filled with beasts and with fragrant hay. "Have you heard?" the man asked the beasts. "We have heard," they answered. "We have been waiting." "Come in."
Did the beast say that?
Yeah.
Wait, they can talk?
Well, at least that's what Joseph heard, right? When the baby was born, the bees shouted with joy. "Have you heard?" They whinnied and brayed and mooed and barked and bleated. "He is come." Look at all those animals.
Everybody's happy.
That's why you can make this
Angels.
Angels sang too in their satin voices.
a baby angel and a baby angel.
And the stars joined in as well. "Have you heard? Have you heard? He is here."
Sweet baby boy.
Sweet baby angel.
Oh, I love sheep.
Shepherds heard. They left their flocks in the fields and searched out the stable so they could admire the baby.
That's a lot of sheep.
Kings heard. They left their kingdoms and journeyed far and far to bring gifts for the baby. What are the kings riding, Auggie?
Camels.
Camels. We were talking about that earlier this morning. Mary and Joseph received them all, beasts and shepherds, angels and kings. "Give thanks with us," they said to each one. "God has given us a baby." And the The dear baby lay in his bed of fragrant hay and smiled at the world with God's own smile. So precious, right?
Yeah, so cute too.
And now every time a baby is born, stars and angels sing in their satin voices. Have you heard? Have you heard? Angels singing.
But angels are baby angels.
Mamas and daddies and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles and cousins and friends travel far and far, bringing gifts. In 1 minute. Have you heard? They say to one another, a baby. Our baby is here.
Here, baby Jesus is born.
And you, when that dear little baby was you, do you know what you did?
Is that me? Or not?
Yes, of course. You smiled back at us
Wait,
all with God's
is that
own
me?
smile. It's a picture of a baby.
What's the name?
It's supposed to remind us of all babies.
But what is it? What's that baby's name?
Auggie, at the end it says, when this baby was you, you smiled back at us all.
Why with the baby?
When this baby was you, you smiled back at us all with God's own smile.
When you're a baby, you smile back.
Now, babies learn to smile after several weeks. They don't start smiling right away.
Yeah, but the baby smiles and laughs when you tickle her.
We are so glad you were able to read with us this morning. We want to close by saying thank you to our dear friend Billy McCann, who brought us a beautiful gift with the help of another dear friend, Jeanette Surface. This is a teddy bear who reads the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and we help tell the story with these puppets, finger puppets that came
Mama
with
bear
them.
and Goldilocks, and Auggie has the boy.
And there are 2 more bears over here, right, Auggie?
The one with the bow tie, the black, is the daddy bear, and the one with the jacket that has green is the brother bear.
So however you tell your favorite stories, we hope you're reading to each other in a cozy place this season, and we look forward to being with you again very soon when we can. Grace and peace. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Grace and peace. Merry Christmas.